Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
You are still the most beautiful queen, but then, with due respect, Snow White is the fairest of them all, with
What?
skin as white as snow and lips as red as rose.
I'm gonna kill her! This is the horrific original story of Snow White based on Brothers Grimm's story noong 1812. So we're going to discuss yung original story ng Snow White. Kaya let's start! Once upon a time, in a far, far away land. So ayan, there was a queen, the most beautiful queen in that far, far away land. Tapos, during winter time, is nagpatak siya ng dugo. So, kumuha siya, in-slice niya gamit ang thorn of roses. And then, nagkaroon siya ng 3 droplets sa snow. And nung pumatak sa snow, sabi niya, sana, I wish one day I will have a daughter with skin as white as snow and lips as red as rose. So, after nun, isinilang niya ang kanyang baby. So, she gave birth to a baby na nagkatotoo na the skin of the baby is as white as a snow and as red as yung red rose na lips ng baby. But then, after howming a few days, biglang namatay sa sakit ang mother na queen. And yung kanyang daddy na king is nagkapag-asawa ng or remarried another queen as Snow White's stepmother. And yun ay ang isang sorceress. So, lingid sa kaalaman ng iba na yung stepmother is a powerful sorceress. So, ibig sabihin, she is also a witch. So, ginagamit niya yung pagka-sorcery niya sa evil plans. That's why, hindi nila alam na witch pala ang pinakasalan ng daddy ni Snow White. It is unclear both sa Disney and from the Grimm how the father died. But then, if you're going to base it from the attitude of the sorceress witch, parang there is something na may kinalaman ang witch sa pagkamatay ng father ni Snow White. So every day, the witch is always asking the mirror on who is the fairest of them all. And ganito ang eksena. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Your Highness, you are still the fairest of them all.
Shows that the queen is exhibiting a mental sign na delusional grandiosity for always asking the mirror who is the fairest of them all. Basing from the horrific story by Grimm's brothers in 1812, Snow White already grew up into a school-aged child. And nung nagtanong na ang queen, the witch queen asked the mirror on who is the fairest of them all. The mirror said that it is Snow White and not the queen. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
You are still the most beautiful queen, but then, with due respect, Snow White is the fairest of them.
What?
With skin as white as snow and lips as red as rose.
I'm gonna kill her! So, what will I do for me to return back my old glory as fairest of them all?
To become once again the fairest of them all, you must have to kill Snow White and consume her liver and her lungs.
If I'm not mistaken, yung Disney adaptation ng Snow White is dapat yung heart, diba? But from Grimm's Brothers version, yung original version, is that dapat yung liver and lungs ang dapat na kunin ng huntsman para maibalik ng queen ang kanyang dating youthful glow. So, the queen then ordered her henchman to hunt and kill Snow White, and then dapat the killer must have to extract yung liver and then the lungs of Snow White's body and then feed it to the evil queen.
Okay. Run.
Na-realize ng henchman na malaki pa rin ang respeto niya kay Snow White as yung kanilang kingdom's princess. So, he still asked forgiveness kay Snow White even though he knew Snow White is so terrified sa actions niyang attempted murder. But then, ayun, nirelease niya eventually si Snow White. Tapos, nakakita siya ng wild boar. So, he then slaughtered the wild boar and then extracted the animal's liver and lungs. And then returned to the castle and served yung lungs and then the liver to the evil queen. And then, the narcissistic behavior and delusion of grandeur and then pati na rin yung pagka-ok-ok continues for the queen. And ask for the mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all, and biglang natuklasan niya, she found out na buhay pa rin pala si Snow White, to her shocking. So this means hindi si Snow White yung kinain niya na lungs and liver. Once again, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Your Majesty, it is still Snow White. Yes,
What?
Snow White is still alive, and she is still the fairest of them all.
So, what will I do to that girl for me to regain myself as the fairest of them all?
The only answer to your question is to eliminate Snow White, for you to regain your status as the fairest of them all.
So, upon learning that Snow White is indeed alive, the witch punished the henchman. So, kinulong niya sa isang rehas until the henchman starved to death. So, makikita niyo dyan. And then, the witch executed her plans in 3 attempts. So, the first attempt is yung corset. So, she first transformed herself into an old woman and then went to the house of 7 dwarfs where Snow White is currently living there and offered Snow White a free corset. And habang pinasuot niya yung corset, talagang she made it tight so that Snow White will not be able to breathe until Snow White fainted. And as soon as the witch went away, andun na yung mga dwarfs, 7 dwarfs came in and removed the corset. So, ayun, nagkaroon ng malay. So, Snow White woke up. And then, the second attempt is giving Snow White yung comb, poisonous comb, and transform again into an old woman with a different face. And then, nag-faint na naman si Snow White. And as soon as the witch went away or nag-disappear, yung 7 dwarfs suddenly appeared. And then, found out na nakita nila si Snow White na nag-faint. And then, ayun, they gave her basic first aid, and eventually, Snow White woke up. And then, parang na-realized that the queen realized that yung mga first 2 attempts weren't effective. Ito na yung pinaka plan. So, she transformed herself once again into a farmer's wife. So, with a different face, a younger face, holding a poisonous apple. So, she made a spell on the poisonous apple and gave it to Snow White. And then, she told Snow White to consume that apple for her to become beautiful. And then, parang hinipnotize niya si Snow White for her to eat that apple. So, upon eating that apple, ayun, dun na nag-faint talaga si Snow White. And then, hindi na siya magising. So, the 7 dwarfs are there, but they weren't unable to wake Snow White. Kaya, ang ginawa nila, they placed Snow White inside a glass coffin. Oh, what is that? May I have it? Instead of apple, I'm giving you this magic banana. It is 7-inch, and it will make your body grow. It will make yourself more beautiful. So, take it and have a bite. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, it is so big. Wow, it is, it's 7 inches. Basing from the original story by Grimm's brothers in 1812, the 7 dwarves are guarding the glass coffin. Thought na lifeless na si Snow White and maybe there's some miracle. And the prince came over. So the prince sa story is in his teen. So teenager na siya, together with his pawns or mga guards. And upon looking at the coffin, parang na-mesmerized siya sa lifeless body ni Snow White. So, kung makikita nyo, there's something odd about the story in this part. It's because we all know that Snow White is still 7 years old during that time, and then the prince is teenager and then attracted to a very young girl and lifeless pa. So there are two things, parang pedophile and necrophilia. So there's parang dalawang odd na story. So the prince asked permission sa 7 dwarfs if he along with his men to carry the coffin and then alagaan nila yung coffin with Snow White sa castle nila. Hey, my 7 friends, can I take Snow White home? And they might revive Snow White. So, upon walking on their way to the castle, biglang nag-stamp, natalisod. So, natalisod yung isang men, and then eventually nag-shake yung coffin. And parang nagkaroon ng Heimlich maneuver. So, the throat, yung na-stuck na apple sa throat ni Snow White is lumabas. Kaya, nabuhay si Snow White, she regained consciousness, and ginulat nila ang lahat. The prince became very happy to introduce Snow White sa kanyang royal family. And even though she is 7 years old, the family welcomed her, showing their hospitality with open arms, and scheduled abruptly their wedding day. Kaya during that wedding day, syempre in-invite ni Snow White ang evil queen. So during that time, the queen never hesitated to attend that particular wedding. So during the wedding day, the queen arrives in the castle, and syempre na-notice ng 7 dwarfs yung kanyang arrival and then yung kanilang suspicion. They eventually created an iron na parang slip-on or footwear na iron na kung saan pinasuot nila sa evil queen and let her dance wearing that very hot iron na footwear. So, ang nangyari, the queen did not stand a chance and dance along that crowd, and then eventually died while dancing. Kasi mukhang nalaman ng family ng prince about yung kanyang sorcery, yung witchery, tsaka yung ginawa niya kay Snow White. This is the exact opposite or very different from the version of Disney, wherein the queen died by being struck by lightning and then fell into a cliff. but it's different. Iba yung nangyari sa kanya, parang she died being humiliated and while being punished. So that's the difference na kumbaga very horrific, but then it was adapted by Disney and parang dinivert nila yung story into a parang fairy tale, a happy fairy tale but not a gruesome ending ng isang fairy tale. Kaya mga kaistorya, if you want more stories like this, don't hesitate to request sa comment section, or you can direct DM me in my Facebook page, TikTok, or Instagram. And let's make another version of like this sa iba namang Disney adapted na cartoons. So, thank you for watching until in this part of the video. Always remember to stay safe and have a wonderful day.